Something remarkable happens in these 11 seconds of this wildly successful TED Talk.
One characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success, and it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit.
But what's so remarkable about that? This speaker's name is Angela Duckworth. And while this talk has over 30 million views, it's only 6 minutes long. But 6 minutes was enough for her to make an impression on everyone, which of course is why her talk is so popular. But we're zeroing in on those 11 seconds because that particular cadence, that language choice that she did is something you can very easily emulate in your own speaking. The setup, of course, is what was the thing that solved this problem? And then, per this clip, you say, it wasn't blank, it wasn't blank, it wasn't blank, and it wasn't blank. And then you say, it was blank. What she's doing here is very powerful in speaking and persuasion as a whole. If you have some sort of solution that's a departure from conventional thinking, then one of the most powerful things you can do is identify flawed typical solutions in your talk. Most people are over here thinking this is the solution, but it's actually this. When you have a different kind of solution, you need to convince your audience that it has value. And one of the steps toward creating that value in their mind is to first identify the things that don't work, or that most people believe. And then when the audience hears that most people believe this thing over here, because they aspire to be one of the more elite members of society, by talking about the things that don't work, they will be ready with popcorn, wanting to know the solution that does work. It's simple rhetoric, but it pays huge dividends. And you might be surprised how much impact you can have on stage from just a few seconds of something. For more tips on how to make a few seconds very powerful, be sure to follow.